The fire didn't last long. It was beautiful for a moment, a massive plume of orange and red erupting from the main generator of Station 4, tearing through the steel bulkheads and lighting up the Arctic night. I was in the airlock when it happened. I watched the blast doors buckle. I watched the heat get swallowed by the storm. In 30 seconds, the fire was dead, smothered by the absolute, crushing cold of a -50-degree whiteout. Now, there's only the wind. It doesn't howl like they say in the movies. It screams. It sounds like a million panes of glass shattering against each other. I am completely blind. The blizzard is a solid wall of moving white. I can't see the ground beneath my boots. I can't see my own hand when I hold it up to my visor. Outpost Echo is 3 kilometers away, 3,000 meters due north. On a clear day taking the snowmobile, it's a 5-minute trip, on foot. In this, it is a death march. I check the heads-up display inside my helmet. The amber numbers are flickering, struggling against the electromagnetic interference of the storm. Internal suit temperature is dropping. The thermal microfibers are working on emergency reserve. 3 kilometers. I just have to put one foot in front of the other. Keep moving. If I stop, I die. I lean my weight forward, fighting against the physical wall of the wind, and take my first step into the void. Every step takes a monumental effort. The snow is waist-deep in the drifts. My thighs are burning. My lungs feel like they are drawing in crushed ice with every breath. I've been walking for what feels like an hour, but my internal chronometer says it's only been 20 minutes. My heart is pounding against my ribs, frantic and irregular. The cold is starting to seep through the joints of the suit, my knees, my elbows, the tips of my fingers. It feels like needles pressing into my skin. Then the HUD flickers. A bright, glaring red warning text washes over my face inside the helmet. Critical heat loss. Medical protocols initiated. I try to blink it away. I try to hit the manual override on my wrist pad, but my fingers are too stiff. The suit isn't listening to me anymore. It's analyzing my heart rate, my body temperature, and it's running the math. It has decided that fighting the storm is a waste of energy. I feel the thermal mesh suddenly tighten around my chest, cutting off the heat to my arms and legs. It's trying to cocoon my vital organs. It's trying to preserve the core. No, I whisper, my teeth chattering uncontrollably. No, give me power to my legs. But the suit is just a machine. It doesn't understand hope. It only understands statistics. The HUD flashes again, recommendation, cease movement, conserve energy. It wants me to sit down. It is actively restricting my movement, making the suit feel like it weighs 1,000 pounds, trying to force me to my knees. It's trying to save me by killing me. I can't feel my feet anymore. It feels like I'm walking on wooden stumps. The wind is pushing me, tearing at my shoulders, pushing me down into the snow. The whiteout is playing tricks on my eyes. I keep seeing shadows in the storm, shapes moving just at the edge of my vision. The red text on my visor is gone. It's been replaced by a soft, calming blue light. Emergency sleep mode imminent. The shivering has stopped. That's bad. That's really bad. It means my body has given up trying to warm itself. A strange, terrifying numbness has washed over me. I actually feel warm. I want to take my gloves off. I want to unseal my helmet. My mind is betraying me, teaming up with the suit. I look at a massive snowdrift to my left, and for a second it doesn't look like ice. It looks like a bed. It looks like the thick, heavy white blankets from my childhood room. I stumble. I drag my heavy legs. Just 5 minutes. My brain whispers. Just close your eyes for 5 minutes. The suit will keep your chest warm. You can just rest. It doesn't have to hurt like this. It can be so quiet, so peaceful. No, I scream, but it comes out as a weak, pathetic wheeze. I force my frozen legs to move. I bite my own tongue just to feel something sharp. I will not let a broken piece of software and my own freezing brain sing me to sleep in a frozen graveyard. I don't know how much time has passed. I don't know how many steps I've taken. My vision is tunneling. Everything is turning gray. The blue light in my helmet finally dies. The battery is completely dead. My knees buckle. I hit the ground hard. The impact knocks the last bit of air from my lungs. I lie there in the snow, staring into the howling white abyss. The wind immediately begins to bury me. It doesn't hurt anymore. It is so quiet. My eyes begin to close. The darkness is pulling me down into a soft, deep ocean. But then, through the closing slit of my vision, a flash. A dull, yellow strobe light, cutting through the blizzard. It blinks. Once, twice. Outpost echo. The beacon is only 20 meters away. I am at the door. I walked the whole way. The primal, ancient instinct of survival explodes in my chest. The numbness shatters. I dig my thick, frozen gloves into the ice. I drag my useless legs behind me. I crawl like a broken animal. Every inch is a war against the wind. 10 meters. 5 meters. The strobe light flashes above me, painting the snow in blinding bursts of yellow. My hand hits something solid. Metal. I pull myself up the icy grating of the outpost steps. I find the heavy, red hydraulic lever of the outer airlock door. I throw all of my remaining body weight onto it. It groans, ice shattering around the seal, and the heavy steel door slides open. I fall forward into the dark metal corridor. I hit the emergency close button on the wall. The heavy door slams shut behind me, instantly slicing the screaming of the wind in half. The airlock cycles. The green light flashes. The inner door opens. I drag myself inside the main cabin. It is dark, but the emergency heaters immediately kick on. I hear the beautiful mechanical hum of warm air blowing from the vents. I reach up with trembling, frostbitten hands. I unlock the seal of my helmet. I pull it off and let it roll across the steel floor. I take my first real breath. The air is warm, dry, and smells like ozone and stale coffee. It is the most beautiful thing I have ever experienced. I lay my head against the cold steel of the floor, and for the first time since the fire I cry, not from the pain, not from the cold, but because I am alive. I beat the storm, I beat the machine, and now, finally, I can sleep.